Hello and welcome to one more episode and a very interesting episode of Winds of Change Education. This is a series on COVID warriors. Not only the doctors and nurses and healthcare workers, but there were so many people involved to make sure that during this pandemic, we were doing very well, better than many of the countries in the world. And today I have such a young person at heart who studied from one of the oldest engineering college, textile and engineering college in Sri Rampur, had a job, but then he decided to do something in which India is not very well known for, start his own business. And today we will hear how during this pandemic, when everyone was thinking about how the business is facing losses, he tried to do something new. He tried and started making masks, which was the need of the hour. So today we'll hear from him, his story, and how he started making masks. So welcome, Mr. Sukumar Rai.
Okay, thank you very much.
So you knew about everything and you was sure that there will be some new need in the market. Why
Yeah.
did you think of starting to manufacture mask? Because you have some other products which were going on, which was at a stop during this pandemic. Why did you want to make mask?
Actually, we manufacture technical textiles.
Mm-hmm.
Manufacturing mediti, that means textiles which are used for medical purpose, was
Mm-hmm.
also on our list of products.
Mm-hmm.
Mask is one such item. We had not manufactured so long because
Mm-hmm.
our idea were limited, demand was less, and marketing channel not established. But Corona opened up the demand.
Mm-hmm.
Through electronic media, I have seen pictures of a Spanish family where everybody, child to old,
Mm-hmm.
had mask on their face. From
Mm-hmm.
knowledgeable people,
Mm-hmm.
we also could understand that mask will remain an essential item for several years, maybe a decade or two.
Mm-hmm.
Although by the time we decided to manufacture mask, market was flooded with face cover. I don't call it mask, but face cover
Face covers.
called mask. But
Mm.
that was something is better than nothing. We
Mm.
wanted to offer reusable, effective mask,
Mm.
just not a face cover. We wanted to
Mm.
offer reusable, effective mask
Mm.
for common people.
Mm.
So we started manufacturing masks.
Okay. So you thought that, okay, this is what is needed and I'm going to manufacture. I am very sure that the process of thinking was done, but the process of manufacturing is definitely very difficult. One, because everything was at a lockdown. So the machinery that is needed to manufacture those masks were not available to you. The material that you needed was not available to you. So how did you overcome all these problems of your machine and material?
You are very right. The main problem to manufacture mask was availability of the right material because, as
Mm-hmm.
I told you, that market was flooded with masks, but those were not the right material and right mask. That was a
Mm.
face cover, but something was better than nothing.
Nothing. Mm-hmm.
Mask availability of right material which will protect the people from virus and bacteria.
Mm-hmm.
But during that lockdown period, we searched and could locate a company from where we can get the right material, and that was on the extreme western part of India. At that time, to get the mask material and then to get a machine, we searched for it, and then our people said, "Sir, our group of engineers, that sir,
Mm-hmm.
if we want to get that raw material from such a long distance,
Mm-hmm.
then machine, it will take minimum 2 months of time. But our engineers are so innovative. They said that give us 1.5 months time, we shall make a machine.
Wow.
My
Wow.
task is always to say,
Mm-hmm.
go ahead. Whenever there
Mm-hmm.
is any idea
Mm-hmm.
brought forward by any engineer, my only task is to say, go ahead. So I did not pull them. I told them that I pushed them that can you do it? Instead of 1.5 months, do it in 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Within 2 months, we designed the machine, got the raw material, we fabricated a machine, electronic items,
Mm-hmm.
everything. And we made the machine which can produce now about 50,000 masks a day. So this
50,000
is,
masks a day.
yeah,
50,000 masks.
50,000 masks a day, but the machine is
Commendable.
made by our engineers,
Your engineers. It's commendable. It's
collecting
commendable.
materials from the factory.
Mm-hmm.
It is a wonderful job done by our people. So
Mm-hmm.
therefore, by that time, we could get that right material which is
Mm-hmm.
required for mask.
Mm-hmm. So it is so
So you see,
inspiring to listen that when everyone was thinking about the destruction, you thought about what to do next. You gave your engineers that free hand, go ahead, design. And definitely, no design is made in one day. And they must have encountered a lot of failures, and they perfected
yes,
the system within 2 months so that you could get the material required, because that is the time when no vehicles were moving, very very few vehicles were moving at
yeah,
that time. So getting the material, and today you are manufacturing 50,000 masks per day,
yeah.
and that's a wonderful thing that to be done.
Actually, it took time during that difficult period
Mm-hmm.
of distress and death to
Mm-hmm.
organize proper material made to blown polypropylene fabric for
Mm-hmm.
filtration medium which
Mm-hmm.
can filter bacteria up to
Mm-hmm.
99%. Main aim was always give the best material, whatever is available in India, and then do it affordable to the common people so that they can buy it and use it.
Mm-hmm.
So that people are people are not aware which masks are for show and which are proper.
Mm-hmm.
Even now, most of the people are considering masks as an optional item to dodge the police.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the serious situation prevailing in the country,
Mm-hmm.
gradually people are getting conscious that we need to put on mask and proper mask is required.
Mm-hmm.
So, but large number of people till now think that a mask, okay, it is just to dodge the police. So they are going for the cheapest mask. We are
The-
offering them 3-layer mask produced by our company, and this mask is even 3 grade lower than N95. N95 is very costly. People
Mhm.
cannot buy it. But our
Mhm.
mask is 3 grade lower than N95.
Mhm.
It is good for protection, and but mask made of cotton cloth is 1 grade lower to our mask.
Mhm.
However, mask produced by our company is little bit costly because we have organized the right material for it. But
Mhm.
even then, there is taker for it because our mask is even then quite cheaper than any costly mask which is now prevailing in the market.
Yeah.
But it is giving protection to the people.
Protection. So you had one thought in mind. I'll give the best thing possible at a cost which is affordable.
Yeah,
So you went in for the best material. What most of them are using today, the cotton cloth, the face cover. It covers your face. It is better than not having any cover. But if you
yes,
want protection from the virus, then you should go in for a proper mask, which has a material to stop the virus. So, whoever is watching this, please make a note of it, that whenever you are buying a mask, make sure that inside the mask there is the material which will stop. Basically, a 3-ply mask is the best. So you all need to be aware that decorative masks are good for covering your face, not for protecting you. And you want a decorative mask, then please make sure that you are getting the right kind of material to make that mask. So, hats off to you to think of such a thing, design it, give the liberty to your engineers to make the machine, get the material, and make sure you are not giving a lower quality product in the market, to keep that product quality high, at the same time making it affordable so that everyone can use it. Intention is very important. Intention in any business is very important. Two intentions, we have seen how people were black marketing things, and how people like you have gone in to do the best thing possible. And thanks a lot for educating us that even during this difficult time, you can think of a solution, you can work on it, and when people need it, you can give it to them. Now I'll ask you, what did Corona teach you?
Uh, Corona has taught the world many things, including me. Corona is now I know that Corona is a man-made virus. Everybody will have to accept that. It is everybody's everyday struggle for survival. Mask is the only armor for one step. Because we do not know. Doctors do not know. It is only 14 months old, a virus is unknown. Even the doctors, virus is unknown to the doctors. It is unknown and unseen enemy. Like our Indian mythological demon, the virus changes shape and behavior.
Yes.
But our mythological demon could be killed by our mythological gods. But here, I am sad to see our TV news that nearly 524 doctors who are God, they are the God, they have to die. But still, this unseen demon, this virus, Corona, is alive. Now, it is now everybody of this world will have to hold courage and patience to wade through this sea of suspicion till the present civilization unite to destroy this source.
It's very important for us to remember that this virus, as you have rightly pointed out, like a shifting demon, is continuously reinventing itself and it is infecting. Yes, we should have hope. At the same time, we should be very, very careful. Even with the vaccine around the corner, mask is a must. And you have to take care of every person you are coming in contact with, because the virus is not aware of which person. It spreads to everybody. It spreads to everybody. So people need to be very, very conscious. And you have rightly pointed out, the doctors need time to study this virus, and as it is, virology is difficult task for any person who is researching on it. And this virus, it's very difficult. It's hardly 14 months old. Still, I'll say the doctors and the scientists have done a wonderful work they are doing. But then at the end of the day, our life is our own and we need to take protection. No one can protect us if we are negligent. So it was a very, very eye-opening virus which taught us many, many things. Now, yes, these were tough times and everything was going on, though you were thinking you were doing. You might be having some lighter moments in this pandemic too. Can you share with us some light moment?
This is, you see, one thing came to me as a lighter moment or new. I do not remember the date. There was a news bulletin in a Bengali channel that a famous educational institutions of Kharagpur had developed masks.
Okay.
Then it came to my mind that Oxford University developed vaccine for the liberation of the entire world, this population. However, our educational institution would develop at least a mask. I also saw in the TV the picture of a tailor and the face of a professor of Kharagpur stitching masks.
Okay.
After about 10 days of that news, one of our neighbor casually told me that ladies' petticoat was not available in the market. I said, why? As per his information, all available cloth meant for petticoat has been converted to mask. Well, mask made of that cotton cloth
Yeah.
may be a good save for one's face and
As you
also to
had
dodge the police.
as
But
you
what
had
we
pointed
saw,
out, they are using face cover. So that
yeah,
was selling at that time. So they made face cover. And what to do, the available material in the market, they took that material
yeah,
and they converted into face covers to dodge the police. But
yeah.
people should remember, you can dodge the police, you can't dodge the virus. And when the virus hits,
Actually, yes.
it is very terrible.
And during that lockdown period,
Mm-hmm.
movement of vehicle was also restricted.
Hmm.
So supply from outside was also
Not there.
not very, very less. So
Hmm.
whatever resources the local town people area had, they were using that.
They were
So they
using
had
that.
used the cotton cloth. Well,
Hmm.
as I said, that something, nothing, it is better
Hmm.
than, something is better than nothing.
Something is better
So,
than nothing.
yeah.
Yes. But people should remember that if you are thinking of protection, that
Mhm.
will not protect you. For protection, you need a proper mask. For
Yeah.
covering your face, you can use anything. The choice is yours, whether you want protection from the virus or protection from the police. Now, during this pandemic, everything is in a lockdown, no going out, no doing anything. And suddenly, all of us have realized there are so many things that we take for granted. That going out was taken for granted, flying out was taken for granted, going out to restaurants were taken for granted. Everything we normally did on a day, we took everything for granted. And this lockdown has suddenly opened our mind to the possibility that we were lucky to have those things. We were so very lucky to have those things. So, one thing which you plan on doing when the pandemic gets over and everything opens up.
You see, I don't know when the pandemic will be over because the nature of the virus is such that we'll have to protect ourselves with the help of vaccine and then mask. We'll have to continue to protect ourselves for a pretty long time because now the recent TV report says that the vaccine what we are getting, its effect will remain for 10 months or 12 months like that. Possibly again we'll have to take. But mask during this transition period till we are not sure, mask is a priority and people have to put on mask. But side by side, my first priority is to watch safety of our employees. Therefore, we shall see that everybody put on mask and to maintain the pace of growth and globalization of our unit. That is our aim, that is our goal. We are going ahead with that because the strength of the unit, the strength of my university, this industry is very important for the protection of the 700 29 employees who are working today in our organization. Therefore, my first priority is to watch for safety of our employees and to maintain pace of growth and globalization. I also have my second priority. It may be a little bit controversial. You may hear it in electronic media, may not. But what I feel at this age that I should speak out what is in my mind. So that second priority is to create awareness among top authorities of India to take account of performance of each universities and IITs.
Yes.
What resources Acharya Prafulla Chandra Roy, C.V. Raman, Jagadish Chandra Bose had? What money they had?
Yes.
What those universities could provide them? But they had created history in the field of science and technology. So, money is not a problem. All institutions have to be made answerable to the people of this country.
Yes.
For the money government is already spending on them. I want to start writing to different government, those who are in the power, those who are in the industry, those who are in the educational institutions, that if an university, Oxford, what is there? If Oxford can do this, why not here? After so many years of independence, and we claim so many development, educational institutions, there are plenty, dozens, hundreds of doctorates. But we can go up to the mask only, not beyond that. It is, I think, I have some responsibility to air it, and I already tell people that something has to be done.
Yes.
And that has to be done.
That has to be.
Everybody, every section of the society has responsibility to see that the world come back to its earlier position when everybody could mix freely, everybody could talk freely. People were so liberated when they go to the market, go to the cinema hall, or go for any conference. But now everybody, they cannot move, they cannot go out. The miserable condition is the children. They cannot talk to each other. They cannot play with each other. They cannot quarrel with each other. They cannot fight with each other. That particular period of life, already 2 years they have lost. I do not know, maybe another year or two. But our educational institutions also should come out. Universities should come out with really deep research to do something. Only PhD to get another increment in the institution or to get a opening for a job is not enough. What are those PhD? What they are doing? I want to hear this.
You have put your finger in the right place. How long will we be job seekers? When will we learn to be job givers? Why we can't become job givers? Why do we need to train the best minds of our country to go abroad only? The first thing a person does is when they get a degree from a top institute is to think how they can go outside. But I think so the thinking has to change, and you are the right person to air out your thoughts so that the people in power listen, that we need a complete revamp in our approach to studies. It's not theoretical anymore. We have seen last 2 years how the lockdown, the children are at home. They can be taught many things, and we need to put in our best minds together to come up with a solution where we teach children the life skills. We teach children how to be problem solvers. We teach children how they can think for themselves, the creativity aspect, the way that they are going about in their life, and what more can they do to give back to society. Not only take from society, give back to society.
Yeah.
So you have raised an extremely important point, extremely important point. So thank you so much for this wonderful interview. It was so insightful, and with your experience and the place that you are coming from, I am sure my listeners and all those who are watching this YouTube channel will get a lot of insight. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So, this will not be the last. We will again talk and we will listen to such wonderful things that he has to say. So, thank you. Bye bye. And those who have come to the end of this episode, do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell icon to get your updates when I upload a new chat, a new video. Take care. Bye.